Hello there, and welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero. Last time we went through an exploding building that didn't really seem to be actually exploding with the hand unit, with Miyabi, with Haramasa, with Yanagi. Um, that was fun, and we are now moving on to try and recapture Pearlman, basically, because Miyabi's been captured, and Pearlman is kind of AWOL, basically. We don't know where he's gone. Um, so, yeah, are you ready, Wise? The comms are all set. Let's contact Yanagi and the others to see how they're doing. Let's do it. Okay, I'll contact Section 6 now. Just as Bell sets up a remote call with Section 6, a familiar figure rushes in. Guys, can you reach Section 6 now? Are they with Perlman? There's something important I need to confirm with them. Relax, Juyuan. Section 6 just found Perlman, and I'm about to contact them now. Oh, yeah, they did. Sorry. I'm setting up the call now, and I'll patch you in too. Not long later, Bell successfully gets into contact with Section 6 and explains the situation.
I'm really sorry, everyone, but we can't locate Miss Miyabi right now.
Understood. I reached out to my director and some friends in the media. Seems they haven't heard anything about Hoshimi Miyabi being arrested or Perlman reappearing.
Hello, can you hear me? It's Juyen. This is urgent. Please confirm something for me. Is Perlman with you right now? Check the back of his neck. Please look behind his ears or at the base of his hairline. Do you see a small wound?
What are you doing? Now hang on, my hair? Ow! Easy, easy!
Yes, Officer Juyuan. There is indeed a small wound on the right side of his hairline, approximately half an inch long. How did you know?
For high-profile cases, the precinct sometimes puts small tracking chips on suspects when they're detained to stop them from doing anything dangerous.
Sure.
I found out that the chips used on Perlman and the other suspects in recent cases have broad-range tracking capabilities, and they've been active this whole time.
What? A tracking chip? And it's been active this whole time? Even after the airship crash?
That's correct.
Well, hang on. Does that mean that the precinct could have tracked this guy down anytime they wanted?
If the lead investigator wanted to, yes, they could have easily found Perlman from the moment he entered the outer ring.
Okay.
Yet they never tracked him down. The precinct records show that he's still missing.
Our entire operation was based on one assumption, that the mastermind was doing everything to stop us from revealing the truth, to eliminate Perlman, and to cover up their crimes. But if they always knew where he was, then what was the purpose of all the pursuits, ambushes, and interceptions?
Yeah.
Didn't the bad commander take Chief Miyabi outside the hollow to weaken us?
So wait, is the whole thing just a diversion, maybe? Maybe it's to keep everyone else busy? Maybe the idea is that he is just this big red herring that, like, is supposed to keep everyone else that's involved in it, like, their hands clean, kind of thing? Because that would fit up with what the original idea was as well, with him being this sort of fake CEO. Okay.
If we were mistaken, then that means Bringer didn't take Miss Hoshimi to undermine us. He must have taken her for a different reason.
So he knows her power, for sure.
Different reason. Don't tell me. He wanted the chief herself. But that doesn't make any sense. She has nothing to do with the case, and nothing seemed off with her. Plus, who in their right mind would try picking a fight with a Void Hunter? Unless they're looking to get themselves killed.
Hang on. I just remembered something. The strangest thing happened while we were in the Outer Ring Hollow.
You quickly fill everyone in on what happened with the katana inside the hollow, leaving them with even more questions. So it went berserk, basically. And we had to struggle to sheath it again to seal its power.
You can't be serious. That crooked commander's target really is our chief. But why?
Doesn't matter. They took Miyabi right before my eyes. I'm such an idiot for allowing this to happen. I must report this to the director immediately.
Everyone calm down. Shouldn't we figure out where Miss Hoshimi and Bringer are first?
Miyabi is being transported in a public security vehicle. I can track it. As for Officer Bringer...
He's over where the vision scandal was exposed, just outside the Dead End Hollow. Remember that place?
How do you know that, Qingyi?
Because he's giving a speech there today. It was on the news. They said it's happening as scheduled, with many eyewitnesses from the vision scandal and concerned citizens attending.
Which is, I guess, so he'll be giving this speech, which will be the perfect alibi for whatever the hell he's really up to, I guess. Because everyone's going to be watching him, right? So he couldn't have possibly done anything nefarious. So something big's going to happen, and he's going to try and use this speech and gathering as a sort of a scapegoat, I guess.
Let's split up. We'll search for Bringer and look for Miss Hoshimi at the same time.
Okay, I'll go find Miyabi. Please guide us out of the hollow right now.
No. We shouldn't be the ones looking for the chief.
Why not? Aren't you worried about her? If anything happens to her, I swear I'll...
Calm down, Tsukishiro. You're losing your cool. We're closer to Bringer's location right now, and we've still got Pearlman.
But...
No buts. You know I'm right, Deputy Chief.
Huh.
Nagi, I think Harumasa's got a point this time. For once he's actually making sense. Maybe we should listen to him.
Ouch, that hurt. But thanks for speaking up for me, Sokaku.
I'll find Miyabi. I mentioned earlier that I can track the vehicle. Plus, as a public security officer, I won't attract attention. Miss Tsukishiro, Miyabi and I go way back. I understand exactly how you feel. I promise, I will bring her back safely.
I'll join
you. I'll go with Juyuan to find Miss Hoshimi.
Looks like our tasks are set. I'll stay here to protect the video store then, so you have one less thing to worry about.
The communicator transmitted several deep breaths, followed by a few quick slaps, like someone trying to regain focus.
I'm sorry for losing my composure, everyone. The plan makes sense. Let's get moving.
Okay.
Proxy, you're pretty capable, right?
Yeah.
Better than you think. I'm the best proxy in New Eridu, and I will bring her back.
Okay, I believe you. I'll leave the chief in your capable hands then.
Wise, Shuyuan is waiting for you at the parking lot. I think she wants to talk to you about searching for Miss Miyabi, but I feel like she's not in a good mood. She might still be upset since we hid our identity from her. When there's a chance, we really should give her a proper explanation. Yeah, fair. So she kind of found out that we were proxies, basically, in the last episode, which obviously we managed to keep from her before. So yeah. You're here. I'm looking into the transport vehicle's location. We'll head out once I get word. Zuyuan stops talking after that. An awkward silence settles between you. Try to talk to her. Officer Zuyuan, are you still mad? No. There's no reason for me to be mad. Zuyuan seems really upset. Is she expecting an apology from me? Zuyuan, I owe you an apology. I never wanted to hide my identity, especially from you. Huh? Huh? So why did you keep this from me? I didn't want to cause you any trouble. You're an elite officer, and I'm a proxy operating in the shadows. What if the truth drove us apart, or even made us enemies? No, I play by the rules, and respect law and order, but I don't follow them blindly. I know the difference between right and wrong, and would of course do what is just. If you consider me a friend, then you should have more faith in me. Zuyuan, I promise I'll never keep anything from you again, and if I do, then the video store will lose money every day. You don't have to go that far. Yes, I do. You're a very dear friend, Zuyuan. Your feelings matter a lot to me. I don't want this to drive a wedge between us. Huh? At that moment, Zuyuan's comms rings. A little flustered, she quickly picks it up and moves away to check her messages. Manager, I asked Officer Chen to locate currently active transport vehicles in the Yanis Quarter, and they're heading north. I believe Miyabi is in one of them. We need to move now and intercept them with a pubsec car. We can use the express lane. But there are checkpoints everywhere, so I might not be able to bring along a regular citizen like you, manager. Take my bamboo. We can still stay in touch that way. It'll come in handy in emergencies. Understood. I'll head out now. As for our conversation just now, let's continue after we get Miyabi back. A short while later, near 14th Street, a PubSec car hurtles down the street, siren blaring.
Task Force Patrol Squad to Captain Zhu Yuan. Do you copy? Repeat, do you copy? Over.
Copy. Officer Chen, Zhu Yuan here. Over.
Captain Zhu Yuan. Why does your voice sound a little raspy?
It was pretty hot here and my throat got a little dry. What's your status? Did you find any leads? Over.
Yes, I ran a quick check. There are 8 transport vehicles still on duty in Janus Quarter, and one matches the route you mentioned. I'll share its location with you now. Over.
Thank you, Officer Chen. You've been a big help. Go get some rest. Over.
Copy that, Captain Zhu Yuan. You take care. Don't work too hard. Task Force Patrol Team over and out.
Phew. All right. Got the info on Miyabi's transport vehicle. Wait, the nav data shows that the escort vehicle's final destination is the site of Bringer's speech? This is bad. Tons of people are heading there right now, and the streets are jammed. How do we get through? Sound the sirens? Switch to PubSec motorcycles?
There's no time. The speech venue is next to the dead-end hollow. Let's cut straight through it.
What? But driving in the hollow is extremely dangerous. Are you suggesting we walk? That'll take too long.
Don't worry. I know a way to get there quickly and safely. Trust me, I've done it before.
So I think I know what's going to happen now. They're going to basically do something to Miyabi's sword to make it go out of control. During the speech, she'll be painted as a bad guy.
Amazing! I didn't know you could drive a
Oh
train,
wow,
manager.
what the hell?
Is this railway route okay?
Trust me, I'm familiar with this route. It'll definitely lead us out of the dead-end hollow. You're friends with Miss Hoshimi, right, Julian? I think we've got Ethereals approaching. Do you know why the Hoshimi
Leave it to
family
me.
is being
I won't let them get in the way. As I'm sure you know, the Hoshimi family has a long heritage. They gave rise to the first generation of Void Hunters, making significant contributions to the city. There were several other heads of the family who made significant contributions too. Each of them was an exceptional and unique warrior. They consistently upheld the Hoshimi family's reputation. Up until a certain point, when the Hoshimi family suddenly stopped prioritizing martial skills. They started to involve themselves in the city's management, using their political power.
I know. We have a documentary about the Hoshimi family in our store. There are stories circulating on internet that the Hoshimi family possesses a secret that makes them stronger. Is it possible the urban legend has some truth to it?
I don't know much, but I have a way to find out. Manager, you can keep us in touch with the outside world, right? I can contact the Hoshimis and reach out to Miyabi's immediate family.
Moments later, to verify Zhu Yuan's theory, Weiss stops the train in a safe zone and establishes a communication link with the outside world.
Hello? Hi, this is Officer Zhu Yuan from the Criminal Investigation Special Response Team. I'm just calling to...
I know, Officer Julian. I'm still waiting to hear back from the Throne Quarter Precinct. The head of our house ought to be at the banquet hall still, joining in on all the Election Day events. I've asked my secretary to locate him as soon as possible.
all right. I'm sorry to keep bothering you with all these calls. I'll wait for your reply then. Not good. With the elections happening now, even the Hoshimi family housekeeper can't get in touch with Miyabi's father.
So yeah, I'm going to assume they're going to basically find a way to rig it so that Miyabi's sword goes out of control and tries to, they'll try and use it to kill people, basically. And then Bringer will act as a hero to, stop it from happening, thus claiming the title of Commander permanently. But I'm assuming it's all going to go wrong. And we're going to stop them, obviously.
You seem to be pretty close with the Hoshimis, Julian. Do you know the head of the family?
I wouldn't say we're close, but when Miyabi and I were classmates, she invited me to her place a few times, so I've met him before. As the head of one of the most famous families in New Eridu, he must have a lot on his plate. To figure out what the enemy wants from Miyabi, we need to understand their motive. The only way to do that is to talk to her father. But my usual channels only get me as far as their household staff. I don't have any connections to that fancy banquet hall and throne quarter. And they use private security that's independent of PubSec.
We just need to find someone who has connections to high society, right? Then I might just know someone.
Moments later, after patching through random play, a familiar voice answers.
Ah, Master Proxy. It's been quite some time. I never anticipated a call from you on a day like today.
Huh. He sounds very similar to the original voice actor, so he's one of the ones that got replaced. That's kind of crazy.
Thanks for taking my call, Lycon. I've got something extremely important that I need your help with. Has Victoria Housekeeping ever offered services to the Hoshimi family?
They're a renowned martial arts family. They contributed significantly to the construction and safeguarding of our city. Our humble establishment has indeed been fortunate to provide our services to them, and indeed they may be considered loyal customers of ours.
Really? That's great! Do you happen to know much about their family affairs?
That entirely depends on your definition of family affairs. If it's not too much to ask, could you please provide me with a little more context?
So Yuan gives Lycan a quick rundown of the situation.
I understand the circumstances, and your request seems fair and justified. However, I'm afraid that I cannot provide such information. It's against our confidentiality policy.
I understand, but...
Although I cannot provide that information, I can connect you with someone better suited to assist. Just a moment. Rena, please watch the lobby for me.
Lycan steps away from the call briefly, and a few minutes later...
Hello? Lycan said you had something urgent to discuss with me?
That
Oh,
voice...
damn. Okay.
Is that?
Oh, is that Miss Ju Yuan? It's been a while. Thank you for looking after my daughter.
It's been a while, Mr. Soichiro. Sorry to bother you, but it's urgent, and it's about Miyabi. We think someone's trying to harm her, and she might be in danger.
Oh, so you weren't joking? Please continue.
Mr. Soichiro, aren't you worried about Miyabi's safety?
Obviously not. She's
Of course I am.
insanely
But
strong.
I'm more concerned for those who wish to harm her.
Exactly.
I don't mean to brag, but she's strong. Very strong. She's strong in every sense of the word. Perhaps even stronger than that. Actually, she's even... Oh, forgive me. There I go boasting again. Old habits die hard. Anyway, my daughter has proved time and again that those who wish her ill will never meet a good end. So, in comparison, sharing our family's confidential information, that could be a bigger issue.
What? What do you mean?
Worry not. I have no doubts about your intentions, Miss Ju Yuan. But our family affairs are sensitive information. It's our rule not to share them lightly, especially considering we have a guest here I'm not acquainted with. Would you mind proving that you know my daughter?
Miss Hoshimi's katana is a family heirloom
Both
used
true, I
by
think.
generations to eradicate evil. Only direct family members can handle it.
That's right. If she was willing to share that much with you, it shows that she trusts you. But this information is also known to a lot of her colleagues.
Mr. Soichiro, you secretly swap your wine for juice during social events.
She even told you that?
Please hear me out, sir. The katana went out of control today. It unleashed massive foxfire. We barely managed to force it back into the scabbard.
What? Lycon, please inform the mayor that I might need to leave early this evening. My apologies. Now you two. What I'm about to say is of the utmost importance and must not be shared with anyone. If If anyone is plotting against the Hoshimi family, they must be after the katana.
Okay.
That katana is a treasured heirloom passed from generation to generation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've just had a brainwave, and I know exactly what happens. Okay.
Forbidden. Only the head is qualified to inherit and receive it, and the process is extremely dangerous. My daughter, however, is different. Aside from an accident when she was young, she has never relied on the katana's power. Her strength comes from herself. She is the true genius of the Hoshimi family. It is imperative that the scabbard remain intact. Under no circumstances should my daughter use the katana if the scabbard is compromised.
At the same time, an armored transport vehicle is headed towards the dead-end hollow near Bringer's speech venue inside the vehicle. So I'm not going to tell you what happens because I have actually figured it out and I know it from context clues.
Hey, drive carefully. If you shake the Void Hunter around, you'll end up locked up in HQ.
Drop the act. You turned at the 7th Street we passed to head back to Janus Quarter. This car was never going to HQ.
So you've known all along. Are you sure you want to calmly let us do as we please?
The schemes of villains are always unique. I might as well stick around and figure out your real objective. Besides, you alone pose no threat to me.
Even with you unarmed?
I don't need a blade to deal with you.
Indeed, we really aren't worthy. After all, this is a treasure passed down through generations of the Hoshimi family. It has slain dangerous ethereals, legendary warriors, the remnants of the old civilization, and the evils of the new era. The cursed blade, Tailless.
You...
7 generations of swordmasters have established the Hoshimi family's prestigious standing today. Most people think the Hoshimi family's bloodline is inherently superior, but in fact, the true source of their power is this blade. Except for you, Hoshimi Miyabi. You're the rare talent born into the Hoshimi family, truly blessed in the art of swordsmanship.
How do you know about the Hoshimi family?
Because the target of our evil group is you. Nullface may have botched the mission, but he still managed to obtain your deep sync modeling data.
What?
Thanks to that, I get to witness the true form of the cursed blade. It is indeed so beautiful. This monstrous energy is exactly what we need.
What?
You're right. No one can threaten you. So we'll make you the threat.
Knew it.
Release Tailless!
Ah, what an unexpected delight. My surprise, Officer Hoshimi Miyabi has honored my speech with her presence. Dear citizens, let's give her a round of applause.
Oh, damn.
Wow! Is Miss Miyabi? Amazing!
Miyabi!
Welp. Dizziness envelops her, and everything around her blurs. Soon after, Hoshimi Miyabi opens her eyes weakly to find herself in a strange space she has never seen the likes of before. Oh man, okay, so what I thought was going to happen is happening, and also something else was going to happen as well. Oh, I'm playing this, okay.
Where am I? I was clearly... It feels like Foxfire is burning me. There are enemies here too? After defeating the enemy, my body has surprisingly recovered. Am I supposed to defeat enemies to recover? It scatters upon being cut. It's obviously not a physical entity. Foxfire. It's a power that belongs to the Hoshimi. Then why would it burn me?
I will admit, this is very fun. Whoa.
It's changed color. I can't shake the feeling that this place looks familiar.
Oh. Wow.
Foxfire. It's burning even more intensely. Losing my strength. I must defeat more enemies. The more the better. This place. It's an illusion of the first blade.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Jesus. This does feel good. Regardless of the power creep, this is, So she's just going berserk right now in the real world, right? But Nanabe?
I heard them when my blade went out of control. So loud!
Yeah, the Nave's kind of nothing. Oh, I didn't realise it was that one. Whoa. In the illusion, countless monsters surge forwards like a tidal wave. Miyabi relentlessly swings her blade, cutting down at the ethereals, pushing herself to the brink of total exhaustion. Kill. Kill. Countless voices invade Miyabi's mind, gnawing at her sanity. It feels as if swinging her blade without thinking is the only way to escape the torment. Uh-oh. This is not good.
Are these people citizens?
They basically just watched her go on a rampage, I think.
What? How could I? I will never wield my blade against the innocent. sure this is the right move, Miss Miyabi?
Oh, damn.
Is this also how you coaxed my mother back then? Did you convince her of this fate the same way? Is this how you turned her into the sacrifice? Answer me! Good. So you remember me. Do you really believe that the inheritance traditions are right? No. But I have a proposition. I understand that you had to make difficult choices to survive the era of hollow calamities. But times have changed. Past sacrifices were made, so there would be no more sacrifices in the future. The Hoshimi legacy shouldn't just stop at inheriting this blood-stained gift. If outsiders are capable of bypassing the rules and taking your power, then what's the point of clinging to this cruel ritual? Therefore, let's cooperate. That's right. I've always been aware that I'm not the type of heir the Hoshimi family needs. I don't have my grandfather's keen judgment, my aunt's resourcefulness, my father's knowledge, or my mother's sharp mind. But I have swordsmanship. It's the one thing in which I'm genuinely gifted. From now on, if you heed me, I'll rewrite the fate of the Hoshimi family in my own way. Be my blade, one that slays only evil, and I'll repay the injustices that forced your sacrifices. My mother was the final sacrifice you'll ever receive. From this day forward, under my command, I'll turn you into a legend which is truly unmatched by anyone. So you'll agree?
Before she can finish, the subdued foxfire bursts into fierce flames. The blazing foxfire slowly peters out, and the illusions and voices fade too. Hoshimi Miyabi props herself up the best she can, not wanting to collapse. At this moment, a familiar voice rings out.
Miss Hoshimi! Miss Hoshimi! Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me?
Roxy?
Yes, it's me, Miss Hoshimi. You're finally awake. How are you feeling?
So, that golden light was you. Thank goodness I didn't draw my blade. The citizens... did I hurt them?
Rest assured, Miyabi, you didn't hurt anyone. When those strange flames appeared in your eyes, the manager and I knocked you into the dead-end hollow. You were swinging your katana the whole time, but only at the ethereals coming at us. Just now, you suddenly froze. The flames on your katana disappeared, and we were able to get close.
I see. Thank you. I almost made a terrible mistake. I feared if my blade had harmed those dear to me, hurt innocent people,
Miyabi's voice is weak, as if recovering from a severe illness. Her furrowed brows finally relax as tears trickle down her face. The invincible Void Hunter sobs softly, like an ordinary girl.
Miss Hoshimi.
Wise, it's an emergency. The rest of Section 6 has arrived at the speech venue, and it's a total mess. Looks like Bringer's trying to get away.
What?
Hearing the latest update over the communicator, Zhu Yuan holds Miyabi tightly and looks towards the proxy.
Leave her to me. I'll take her to the nearest medical center. Go, manager. Go catch the culprit. We absolutely cannot let him get away.
Damn. Okay. That was decent. That was really decent. I enjoyed that a lot. Just going to check the timer. 36 minutes. We can probably go a little bit further, right? Let's do it. That was fantastic. I enjoyed all of that. It was really, really well done. Great voice acting, really great illustrations. Yeah, decent. In the video store, the siblings are flustered. The connection's gone. What's happening? Let me check the error logs. Looks like a massive surge of ether caused EOS's internal modules to malfunction. Maybe it's because of the cursed blade? It might be because Miss Hoshimi's katana went out of control. It's happened before. EOS was exposed to an excessive ether surge at close range. Its internal communication module might be damaged. Everything's a mess right now. I wonder how Miss Hoshimi is doing. Worry not, manager. Zhu Yuan sent a message saying that she's taking the young lady from the Hoshimi family for treatment, so you can set your mind at ease and focus on dealing with Bringer. Where is Bringer now? We haven't heard from Section 6 yet. At that moment, a familiar petite figure rushes in. Proxy, Yanagi from Section 6 asked me to contact you. Kaleda? What brings you here? Not long ago, someone from Section 6 suddenly showed up with Perlman. They said we have key evidence of Bringer's involvement in the Vision Corporation case and asked us to watch over him for a while. With that guy's help, we went through the documents thoroughly and managed to compile the evidence of financial dealings between the Vision Corporation and Bringer. I never would have thought that Bringer is the one behind all this. Yanagi told us to send the evidence to a public security commissioner through a special channel. She's already leading Section 6 to go after Bringer. How are things going? They left in a hurry and only gave me a designated communication channel. Proxy, try using it to get in touch with her. Okay, connecting now. Yanagi, can you hear me? Hello, Proxy? We're still at the speech venue. It's all thanks to Bog Industries for sending the evidence against Bringer to the Commissioner. He immediately suspended Bringer and called him back to the NEPS HQ for investigation. But it seems like Bringer doesn't plan to hide anymore. His men deliberately caused chaos, even crashing into cars to make their escape. The crowd went into a panic and it almost resulted in an accident. By the time we got there and brought things under control, he had already gotten away. We couldn't catch him, and all we found at the scene was your Bangbu. Oh no. We were just too slow. We didn't make it in time. Still, Perlman has given us an important piece of intel about Bringer's whereabouts. Bringer might have gone to Port Elpis. It's that old cargo dock on the city outskirts, swallowed up by the Hollow. Perlman said Sarah and her people have been shipping tons of supplies there through the Vision Corporation, including special etheric items. The dock in the Hollow. Wait, Wise, do you remember the news broadcast Nicole made us watch this morning? They caught footage of a Hollow right by the water. A cargo dock, Then it probably really is near Port Elpis. It's an area with all sorts, a perfect place for criminals to slip away unnoticed. But there's someone in our bureau who's pretty familiar with that area, so we may have a chance to reel in that big fish. Rest assured, everyone, leave this to me. I'll head to the port now and contact our undercover angler. Got it. We'll work on fixing the HDD on our end. Yanagi, can you take EOS near the port? According to the data, the ether in the hollow is unstable, which could affect nearby comms. While we can operate remotely from the video store, I still feel a bit uneasy. Just to be safe, let's take the portable equipment and work near the port. We can also recalibrate EOS's connection module while we're at it. Near the port? Alright, I'll reach out to Ben and update them on the situation there. Great, we'll make our way to Port Elpis after we wrap things up here. This time, we won't let Bringer slip away again. Nice. The group arranges to meet at Port Elpis. After assuring no one suspicious is nearby, Qingyi leaves the video store. Wise, Qingyi just messaged. Her informant has found Bringer. Looks like Perlman's intel was accurate. Bringer plans to use the hollow near Port Elpis to smuggle himself out of Janus Quarter. Got him. This time, we won't let him slip away again. Yanagi said that once we're ready, we can go find them at Port Elpis. The HDD is pretty much fixed, and the portable device is good to go. We'll head out as soon as you're ready. Okay. I think what we're going to do maybe is do this next time, just because I feel like we're going to get into sort of finale kind of territory here, and I'm not sure we'll have enough time to properly record it all. But that was a really good episode. Like, they always manage to reel it back a little bit, like, towards the end of any given arc. It always starts out really slow and ambling and kind of meh, and then you hit sort of like the halfway point, and then something really cool happens, and then there's like a really cool finale as well, with sometimes a little bit more waffle in between those two things. But like, yeah, we're definitely on the right track here. I think this is really, really fun. I'm beginning to wonder if the thing I thought was going to happen actually isn't going to happen now, and it's just a weird design choice that they make on one of the enemies that they make us fight later. But I was kind of under the impression that Bringer was going to steal the sword, but I guess he didn't, so it's whatever. But the first half was right, that they were planning to use Miyabi as a sort of a weapon against the general public. That was really cool. And yeah, it seems as though like her conviction is sort of working to overcome the spirits, I guess, inside the sword. Which, yeah, badass. Really, really cool storyline. I'm liking that obviously more characters have now shown up and joined the fray as well. It's like truly starting to feel like a full like ensemble kind of Avengers Assemble moment. The one bit I'm a little bit nervous about is Grace and Khalida's part in this, because I've heard that they're not voiced in this. I don't know whether or not that has changed since this patch was released. Maybe they've patched it in, but I've heard that their voices aren't in the game for the moment, which isn't great. But we'll see what happens next time, probably. I'm really looking forward to any more like cutscenes and stuff, because some of these damn cutscenes, oh, they're good. They're so good. Yeah, that's about it for this one. I can't wait to do the next one. Thank you very much for watching. See you then. Farewell.